Welcome back in. We're live at Potato Days here in Barnesville. In a moment, you're going to see the Christy Larson sculpt a frog out of potatoes. But quickly, I got to share a story with you. When I took this bite of Lessa, have you both seen the show Ratatouille?
Yes.
Remember when he eats the ratatouille and it takes him back to his childhood? That was my experience with this. I remember sitting in my grandparents' living room watching the Vikings game, eating Lessa. Thank you very much, Millie, with us today. Kelly Cox, thanks for being here. And you're kind of running this whole sculpting competition, yes?
Yep, I am. It's Saturdays at 3 o'clock, and yeah, pretty.
You think you can train a rookie on how to make a frog out of potatoes?
Well, if you can maneuver Play-Doh, yes, definitely.
Well, I'll have you hold this. I know that I already told you earlier, I don't have very many art skills, but we'll just see what we can make. You said maybe go for a frog or a flower. Chris told me go for a frog, so we'll just see what happens.
Which one's easier?
I have to say the flower.
All right, then we'll take it easy on Mrs. Larson, see if she can make up a flower.
All right.
But what do you, this looks almost like, is that just regular mashed potatoes, or what do we?
Well, it's instant. It's the powder flakes. We add water to it, and the consistency has to be a certain, the participants are they like it a certain texture. So you can add flour to it if you need more of a texture, certain texture to it. So I did bring some flour.
All right.
It is so squishy.
So,
I can't even tell. It's different than Play-Doh. It kind of feels like it, but it's a little bit more. There's like lumps in it that you got to work with. I'll see what I can do.
Well, there's flour if you need some to kind of, make it a little bit more dry or whatnot. But for you, what's like the most amazing thing you've ever seen in this competition made?
I think last year somebody had made a ship, and it was like a huge ship with a sail, and it had all the extra life preservers and everything.
Oh my gosh. So is there any way that person could preserve it? Do they do anything to sort of?
Well, we let them take them home, and what they do after that, I have no idea.
They put it in one of those fire things and make it all hot and warm. And so what? Is that a rose?
I'm going for a frog.
Oh, you are going for a frog.
Me to make a frog. So we're gonna see. I already have this is the body and the head. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
I see
it
that.
Finished.
Yes.
Well, finished. It will be.
Okay.
Better.
Well, we'll continue to watch you work your magic here, but kind of walk us through if you don't mind.
Yeah, there's some food coloring there. There's green if you want to use it for the frog. Again, flour if you need it a little bit more powdery, and also there's glitter if you want to add a little bit of sparkle to it.
That is never a question in my book. Do you want sparkles? Yes.
People bring all kinds of props to do their sculpting. I brought leaves and flowers too. You can always kind of dress it up. People, I've seen all kinds of things, just lots of props they like to bring.
So they show up, and when's the competition again? You said 3 o'clock?
Yep, 3 o'clock on Saturday. They have 30 minutes to sculpt.
And they've got just buckets of this at their however much they want, and they can start just getting after it?
Yep.
Wow. Do people practice throughout the year for this?
Yes, they do. Yep.
That is awesome.
Now, I know you said also this is something that you like to do with your kids. Maybe they're sick of the Play-Doh. This is kind of something fun, a moment when you are allowed to play with your food.
It definitely is, yes. And the children, we always get a huge number of children who come and register for this event, and they have a great time.
Is this a turtle or a frog we're making here?
Well, they're both kind of in the same area in the water, so
that's a very good point.
It hops later. I was going to add some animation to it too, but.
Do you want me to help you with some green here?
Are they allowed? Yeah, put some green on there. Are they allowed to maneuver theirs to make the judges know what it is?
Yeah, they can. The judges do not see who is sculpting what. They don't arrive until the event is done. So.
There, maybe that'll go blue, or green for you.
I'll put the food coloring hat on, like a party hat.
Let's get some gold glitter over here for you.
Now, I know you said you both have an adult competition and a kids competition. Why would you tell them to participate?
It's a really good event to really, I guess, show your creativity. Again, like I said, children, grow up with Play-Doh, and it's just all kinds of really fun ideas. We've seen minions, and we've seen.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Lots of flowers. We've seen just about everything.
Like minions from Despicable Me, you're talking about?
Yes.
That is classic. Okay, you can use some of these green things here. Kelly Cox, thank you very, very much. Again,
Yes.
tomorrow, 3 p.m., the competition, correct?
Yes.
And the big winner wins what, $10,000 from that?
No, adults. The adults get $50 in Barnesville bucks for first prize. Second prize is $25 in Barnesville bucks. And then the children, they get $15 Barnesville bucks for first place, and second place $10.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Want to remind you, today, come on out here, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., a little meet and greet. Maybe you get to use or touch some of the potatoes from Christy Larson, smashing potatoes earlier today. We'll be right back with music.